Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heartlines. This is our space where we discuss everything relationship and love. I was going to say relationship and sex. Oh my God, Toby, a bad influence.
Eh?
Hello, Sajo, are you here?
Voila.
Hello, Sajo. Sajo is not here.
I'm here. Can you hear me? Good
Okay,
evening.
I can hear you now, Sajo. Sajo, let's see your face now.
You will. Give me a minute.
Okay. Okay, so I'm waiting for Sajo. Pàdí mi tó ṣọ̀pá. Pàdí mi tó ṣọ̀pá. Toby. Toby, look at me now. How are you? Akin Bobola. Akin Bobola, how are you? How are you doing? Shake it, shake it.
Hey, Jesus.
Say hello to my viewers.
Hi, guys. Hope you guys are all doing right. Shit, Sanka, don't let me say what I'm not supposed to say here, man. For goodness sake. Let me breathe, please.
Okay.
Sergio, please come and take over. Voila.
Sajo, we never see you. How far now?
I'm here.
We can't see you.
How much precious?
Why can you not see me? But I can see you.
Okay.
We can see him now.
We can see you now. Sajo!
Good evening, Babami. Looking sharp, oh.
Sharp man!
Come on. They don't know.
Ha. Sajo, this is your militant action.
Looking fresh and young, you know.
Sajo, if you see him outside, then you will know it's a
I'm gonna roll
correct.
with it, Baba.
Sajo, correct guy. Sajo, how far now?
I'm good.
He get dimples.
How are you?
Sajo, I'm fine, thank you. Sajo, I'm suspecting this guy. They don't tell me say I raise it up.
Who be that? I bet we don't like TV.
What you told me they do you for that?
I don't understand.
I don't know, Sajo. The man don't kill me. Okay, so today we're discussing marriage, DNA, and betrayal. I know, so you go hot where.
I know Otto.
Yeah, you know. So, but Sajo, what do you think about the marriages and the rate of this whole DNA and betrayal issue, going around in marriages right now?
Marriage, betrayal,
DNA.
DNA. Well, I think if you're not sure that you have the courage to deal with betrayal, then you don't delve into a relationship. Now, put differently, if you truly want to enjoy your relationship, so to speak, you must let go of some suspicion here and there. Now, in course of this discussion, I will give you some three experiences that I garnered over the years of practice with respect to DNA, the results and the aftermath. Some years back, a very celebrated medical practitioner alluded to the fact that over 80%, how he got his statistics, I do not know, that over 80% of the first children or first child of every marriage were not fathered by the husband of the marriage.
Wow.
When he came out with that statistics, the first thing that came to my mind was, okay, this is marketing strategy. This man probably wants to push for more clients or more customers to engage in DNA so that his own business will thrive. But in course of practice, I've come to see that worrisome development, that indeed there are a lot of persons who may not truly have fathered children that they are raising. So yes, it is there. The betrayal is there with respect to DNA or fathering or as we call it now, paternity fraud, paternity fraud, and with marriage. But I have a different view with respect to whether or not one should even engage in wanting to know whether you are the father of these children. Because if you look at it broadly, it is mostly the father's searching, not the mother's searching. So without sounding sexist into this discussion, we'll be concentrating more on the quests of men to discover what should not even burden them in the first place. They say what you do not know will not hurt. So that's my opener.
Okay, so I know by tradition that if you're married to someone and somebody else fathers the child with you, that child belongs to the person you're married to. Sajo, do you know about that? Traditionally.
I do not think that tradition governs parenting. If it's your child, it's your child. You cannot by contractual relationship claim ownership of a child that is not yours because you are relying on traditions. Of course, I know that.
Okay.
I know that in the East, such tradition exists. That
Yes.
if you yes, it does exist, but I do not subscribe to it. I don't think that
but
is
it
right.
exists. But it
I
does
think that
exist.
is repugnant. I think that is repugnant to natural justice and good conscience.
But anyway, but basically that's, and why I stated that was because you said that you do not think men should go and search for things that should not bother, that would bother them, in the sense that if you're married and they say the pikin are your own, if you're not really looking for anything, why bother? Because at the end of the day, I've seen men get hurt over this thing and they're not able to get over it, But Sajo,
and some die.
Okay. And some die. Okay.
Some will even die from it. Yeah.
Okay.
You said if you're not looking for anything, why bother?
So if you're really not in search, why are you going to bother to look for whether the child are your own?
Sometimes it's not about the individual trying to look for anything. Some instances of maybe events would instigate him to check for DNA. I don't think we just wake up out of the blue and let's go and check DNA.
But so if the child is yours, what happens?
After the DNA.
You're happy. Does it change how you feel about the person?
If the child is yours.
Does it change how you feel about your wife? Because of your wife, you're going to check if the child is yours. Does it change how you feel about your wife? No. It just makes you comfortable and me get children.
At least he's
able
to.
That's what I'm saying. It won't change. You still, if you want to leave your wife, you just want to be sure the kids are yours. Whether the kids are yours or not, you still leave the woman.
Yeah.
So really, why are you going to check?
I think it's still about satisfaction. Or Sergio, what do you think? It's about clearing the doubt.
That's what he just told you, that he doesn't subscribe to people going to check.
Check DNA.
Yes, that's what he just said, but that's his personal opinion. Okay, so Sergio, but when you said but why is that number there? The statistics that says that most time 80% of the first children of every marriage is not the man's child. Why do you think that is?
Good question. No, really, I'm curious too. Why?
One for the road. One for the road could be one of the reasons.
But we take clear body.
One for the road. Really?
Yes, now, yeah.
Same I use one
Last
outside.
You know, some people give send forth. Some women give send forth to their ex when they're going to get married and say, you know what, let me just have this feel for the last time. And then it could happen that night. And they are taking that into the marriage. But let me quickly clarify this. There's also a smaller percentage of persons who do not go out there wanting to find out. some because of medical examination, some because of this jackpot syndrome where we all have to do our medicals, and then you discover that, oh, why is this group different from this group? So some do not really go out there to search, but it comes to them. And those are the ones that I think we should classify with some exemptions.
Okay.
I said that in course of this discussion, I will give you some stories. So as we go further, I'll give you those stories.
Okay, so basically we're saying that the cause of these things majorly now, one for the road, send forth, careless mistakes.
Or maybe medical requirements.
Okay.
There's no, Franca, there's no careless mistake in sex.
Careless mistake, they don't use condom.
It is not careless, it is intentional. You left.
No, Sergio, sometimes. So you get what he go do you.
with someone you're not married to.
Sergio, you never, Sergio. Tommy, I want you to address it.
I'm addressing.
Tommy,
I want us to clarify it. Like,
wait,
okay,
Sergio, calm down. Let me talk to the person who is in town.
Okay.
Tommy,
okay,
I'm in town.
He's used to that.
I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what she's talking about.
So, Tommy, no. Let's be serious. Let's get serious here.
Yeah. She said used to that. I
Tommy, let's get serious here. So, are you saying that Sergio is saying to somebody you're not married to, I beg, for crying out loud, are you telling me it doesn't happen?
So, again, I always like to say things that are relative.
Are real, yeah.
Okay. It depends on the individual. Some people don't have the ability to manage or discipline themselves to
control
themselves to go pick condom or whatever. Some people, as it comes, they just want to release the tension. So it's relative. Everybody
and then Sergio, guess what? And then Sergio, you'll be shocked that because you're saying this is not a random person. I did date him. So you're not meeting the person for the first time. So over time, maybe you guys have a solid relationship and you're already.
It is not a mistake. That's the point I'm making. Sex, carnal interaction are intentional acts. You're not going to mistakenly fall down, person will mistakenly get erection, mistakenly penetrate you, and you were all there mistakenly or
so Sergio, I get where you're coming from, Sergio. It's a choice they made. They could have stopped and could have decided to do what they needed to do.
But in a case like this again, the part of getting pregnant,
we have situations whereby even the condom can tear. That's a mistake. While having sex, condom tears for some reason.
You're not getting me. You see, pregnancy is the aftermath of sexual pleasure to some people, right?
Yes.
Whatever comes outside that intentional act can no longer be excused. First of all, you're not married and you're engaging in extramarital affairs. Or you are preparing to go to the altar next week and you are giving one for the road. Those are not mistakes. You went there to have one for the road. Whatever comes with it. You see, one of the earliest lessons I teach my kids, one of the earliest lessons I teach them at a very young age is the law of causation. Cause and effect. Whatever you elect to do, be ready and willing, and I hope capable for the aftermaths of those actions. You went there to have sex. You use your futures, go do one. Use your futures that says, okay, it don't happen. Okay, this one, not be you get them.
Okay, Sergio.
I mean, let's be bold enough.
No, but Sergio, see, we're looking at one side of it. That's not one side. Say the woman carry belle, can't give the man for house. What of when the man now go chop outside? Now the girl can't carry belle for him.
Okay.
It happens. So the man is not even aware.
We are not discussing, Franca,
but there is a marriage.
Marital. No, wait, we're not discussing marital unfaithfulness.
No, it's not unfaithfulness. We're saying
we're discussing DNA.
Sergio, that's what
do
we're
not
saying.
remove DNA from this conversation.
Sergio, you don't understand. It's not about
women do not go out in search of DNA of children. No.
Sergio, we're not even arguing that. We're just saying, is marriage betrayal and DNA. Do you understand? So you'll be shocked that you're getting married to a guy today, and the guy goes to have sex with someone a week before your marriage. So before you got married, he didn't have a child. Then 8 months or 1 year into your marriage, you find out your husband has a child. Is that not betrayal?
It doesn't even have to be before marriage. It can happen even in marriage now.
No, let's just say, because Sajo is saying we're not talking about cheating. We're saying that the man did not.
Cheating is also as a result of, comes out of betrayal too.
Let's cheating. We don't already agree that cheating is there. Do you understand? But we're saying that in a situation where the guy didn't plan it. No, okay, so the guy didn't plan for a child, but he knew he was going to have sex. You understand? And then the girl gets pregnant. And he doesn't even know the girl is pregnant until 4 months after his wedding. Do you understand? Sergio, in that scenario, is that betrayal?
Yes, nice betrayal now. Was he not dating his current wife?
Betrayal.
Betrayal now.
Is that to me or to Toby?
Sergio, it's to you.
Yes, it is betrayal.
Okay. So, and then the wife is still, if the wife doesn't be, the wife self go still ask for DNA too, because she go say, but you didn't have a child. When did this happen?
DNA for what?
So who get pikin? If the man, the man feel they deny say not being get, say not only they quench the girl.
Okay. No, do you know that? Do you know that some women have argued on behalf of their husband that the children born out of wedlock could not have been fathered by their husband?
True.
Privately. Because they know that their husband is incapable of fathering children.
Yes, there's a story about that. I sent you a story.
And some of them in-house knows that the 3 or 2 children that they supposedly have for the man, really does not belong to the man.
Yeah,
Now, let me start with the story of betrayal. See, this DNA thing, I've said to clients and I've said to friends that, look, being called a father or dad is not just because you had a 10 minutes pleasure with a woman called wife. It is because you have lived and behaved in such a way that you have earned the title of father. Now, put differently, my major pain with DNA and the search and I want to know what is that it is neither the one searching or the one hiding that is hot. It is the innocent children who were brought by such amorous acts that end up suffering for the remainder of their life. Now I'll give you this first story. I had this client. Let's call him Akin.
Okay.
Akin lives in the UK. Had a wife in Nigeria, had 3 children. The first was born in 2004, second 2007, and the last one 2013. I'm looking at an affidavit in front of me now. That's why I'm giving you dates. Now, Akin's supposed wife in Nigeria is always harassing Akin that, you're not living up to your billing as a husband. The money you send to us is not enough, blah, 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 blah. Then Akin wanted to move his kids with a wife to the UK. And they had to run some tests. And the test revealed that the 3 children, 3 of them, were not his children. Let me read a paragraph of the affidavit. At the paternity test, give me a second. What's happening? At the paternity test, okay.
So in this case, do you blame the woman?
The universe doesn't want me to read that out here. But the long and short of it is that the result came out showing that, okay, that the paternity test DNA conducted at Alpha Biolabs / Lens DNA laboratories revealed that the three children, namely blah, 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 revealed that the three children, namely blah, 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 born on the 13th of May, 2004, blah, 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 born 7th of August, 2007, and blah, 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 born 29th of January, 2013, are all not my biological children. The various test results are attached for reference. He called me from the UK and said that he wants me to be the emissary to deliver this bombshell. I called a meeting of the parents, the parents-in-law, the uncles, and they were all in my office. They thought I was going to negotiate on behalf of my client to say, you know what, he has to increase his maintenance or upkeep. And I dropped the DNA results on them. And everywhere went. The woman was screaming. I told her that, look, my client has said that he's willing to pay for 3 confirmation tests, 3, at any lab of her choice, anywhere in the world. And that was the last time we saw that woman. You see, when we're done with that episode, I called my client. I said, okay, what do you want to do with these children? Because the greater hurt for me was, how do you explain to a 17-year-old child who has known you all her life as a father, whose friend sees you as a father, who bears your name, that now you are no longer my child? Do you know the impact that will have on her, both socially and psychologically and even emotionally? So I said to him that, look, once you have dealt with this, I think you should still cater for these children. Call them, speak with them in the language you think they will understand, and tell them that you're not going to abandon them, that you still see them as your children, and you do everything that's required of you as a father. And the man said to me that I am looking at it from the perspective of the pain of the children. Do I know that after their last child, he had a surgery and he cannot bear children anymore?
Could he bear children before?
And I didn't know how to tell him that even before the surgery, you were firing blank. So the surgery
Oh my show.
the surgery did not change anything. But the thing is that man can never recover from this.
Never.
So
if you had gone in search of... Okay, I'll stop.
Sergio, no, sorry, I wanted to ask a question before you go further. So the guy did not know that he was impotent?
No, he did. I will not say he's impotent, but he didn't know that he could not father children, because his understanding of his potency or otherwise has to do with the 3 children he has. I mean, if you ask him today, are you potent? I would say yes, because I have 3 sons.
Okay.
Do you understand? That is the only measure with which I would say I am potent.
So it's possible. So the wife didn't know. So, but Sergio, why did the guy go for a DNA test?
The guy wanted to move his kids over
to London.
So there were tests that did not align.
And the wife didn't know he was going to do that test?
The wife knew that there were tests, but the wife did not know when he now elected to do the DNA test.
Now, did the wife know he was...
The wife must have known he was impotent. But Sergio, but is it possible that the wife doesn't even know? No, but how? That means she was sleeping with somebody. That means, but see, why would she not know? Because how did she get pregnant?
She could have been having sex with her husband and having sex with someone outside. How would she know if they didn't
And do you know that those 3 children could have been fathered by 3 different men?
That's what I was about to say. Yes.
So, Sajo, that means that she doesn't even know that those children are not her husbands.
But there's possibility.
Possible.
Yeah. Or maybe she knows that maybe one of them is not for the husband, but not all 3. She would never have imagined all 3 does not belong to the husband.
So that means she was having. So that means she was having sex with 2 or 3 people at the same time.
Yes.
Please, let's quickly go on a break. I'm in shock. I'm still in shock, even as a woman. Let's quickly go on a break.
Stay tuned. Heartlines will be right back.
This season on Heartlines, we're committed to making a difference in people's lives. So Heartlines, in partnership with Reda Consult, is offering 12 free slots of counseling every quarter for people in need of professional counseling. Additionally, we're taking on 2 pro bono cases for individuals navigating a challenging divorce. To participate, please send an email to counsel@vedaconsult.com with your story. Our team will carefully review all submissions and will contact all the shortlisted candidates. Heartlines is live Mondays to Fridays at 10 p.m. So engage with us.
Tell us you're a Nigerian without saying a word. Energy security is one of the most pressing issues for many developing countries like Nigeria. And if there's going to be any meaningful progress, addressing our energy issues is non-negotiable.
I need to see light for my house. Make them do something.
Band A is expensive. I literally have to turn off all my appliances just to reduce costs.
We need light.
Introducing the Energy Outlook, your go-to show for everything energy. Every week, we'll bring you the latest insights, innovation, and in-depth analysis of Nigeria's energy sector. From policy discussions to regulatory insights, we will analyze the key decisions influencing growth and sustainability in the energy sector. We'll bring you the human stories behind the headlines, giving you a personal perspective on the broader energy challenges. Join me every Friday at 6 p.m. for the Energy Outlook, your guide to the future of energy, where energy means business.
Nigeria, by extension Africa, battles a growing youthful population, and with little or no meaningful engagement, leaves a ticking time bomb on our hands. We are a blessed continent with great wealth, both in people and material. Our focus on ways remains driving conversations that affects us all. Topics in the news, social concerns, politics, leadership, governance, empowerment, resource management, conflict management, finance, SME sustainability, technological innovation, food security, health, education, brain drain, our well-being, citizenship, and much more. Our goal is to continuously drive these conversations, keep them burning at the table to effect a positive change, both for our nation and continent. Ways, what are you saying, has a secret ingredient that completes the conversation every single episode, and that ingredient is you. Our past conversations shaped our yesterday. To shape our tomorrow, we must keep talking. So, I want to hear you. Be a part of our live conversations Mondays through Fridays. And let's all have our say.
Thanks for staying with us on Heartlines.
Please note that you can call on our WhatsApp number. You can send a message on our WhatsApp number on 081-9038-4663, or you can call in to join this conversation on 070-2500-7749 or 070-142-42420. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Official Upgrade TV. So this whole story that Sajo just gave us is shaking, but Sajo, at this point, who do we blame?
Who do we blame for what?
For what happened? Because, you know,
We blame the woman for
take it
her gross irresponsibility.
how is that gross irresponsibility?
What do
If
you
the man
call-
was, if the man was cheating, Sergio, I've heard you say several times on this show that women don't forgive. If the man did something plenty years ago, Tommy, mind yourself. If the man did something plenty ago, which I think you're referring to cheating, that women should forgive. Now, the woman was just trying to be a man here, and she didn't know. Please, let's excuse, let's forgive, let's pardon her mistake. She didn't know her husband was impotent.
3 times?
As in, do you understand? And if it's me, if I would say, come on. 3 times, 3 children.
Tommy,
Come on.
like I said, calm down. We're having a civil conversation here, but no need for you to pump your chest. Because that's the same way I feel when you guys are talking about men. I know they pump chest for you.
You don't pump chest yesterday for me when I tried to express myself.
I'm not pump chest. I never pump chest for you. I don't get chest where they pump. Sergio, like I was saying before he rudely interrupted me. Please, Sergio, you cannot say the woman is at fault because, or you should blame the woman because it's an honest mistake.
3 times the honest mistake.
It was an honest mistake because she was even screaming. You mentioned that she was screaming in your office saying it's a lie, that it's not possible. Maybe she now remember that, oh, hey, yeah, I slept with somebody, you know, with this. Sergio, but seriously, is it possible that the lady didn't know? Is it possible?
Come on, man.
Now, I genuinely assume you're trying to play the devil's advocate here.
Yes, which is what I'm trying to do.
It's not working.
Yes.
It's not working.
Because I don't understand.
Sergio, what is going to work?
What is going to work is I will situate the blame where it is.
No, but okay, so Sergio, you're saying if it was just once, you say it was a mistake.
Yeah, we can still say it was a mistake.
I have said from the session that there's no mistake in sex.
But at least this case.
No, Sergio, you don't understand. No, what I mean was, no, there's no mistake in sex, but maybe she felt that by chance, she didn't know her husband was impotent. So she just will say by chance. But guess what? You had a child in 2004, had a child in 2007, 3 years interval, and then you had a child after 6 years, 2014 and 2013.
2013.
And then 6 years after.
Guys. They are definitely different guys.
What if it's the same guy?
I don't know, the gap is too far-fetched.
You'll be shocked that she's dating see, there was a video I saw of this guy, Eric, where he was saying, I think I shared that video with you. The guy was saying that if you know that you have the love of your life, he said it in the way he says it. If you know that you are still in love with somebody, or there's the love of my life or something, then you should stay away. That people actually have love of their lives and they're married. They will be with you, but they're in love with someone else.
Was that before marriage or it happened during marriage?
You don't understand. People are in marriage, but they're in love with someone else. Maybe for some reason they didn't get married. And they're dating, oh. Sergio, you know they happen?
Yes, it happens.
Yes. And you'll be shocked that it's the person that's the love of her life that's getting her pregnant. Sergio, sorry, you wanted to share more stories. Tommy, you have a story to share?
Now you see, Toby, you see, women... women do not forget good sex.
Valid.
Spot on.
So, if they had it good and then what they are having at home is less than what they are used to, they might, I'm not saying they will, they might want to go back and have that good feeling.
Missionary style.
And usually it comes with its own challenges, one of which will be the need for DNA. But let me give you a second story.
Sergio came prepared.
Now, this one was a very celebrated divorce matter we handled like 10 years ago. Very sensitive. Young couple, wonderful marriage. The man claimed that his wife admitted to him that she was involved in some sort of entanglement. And for that reason, he tried to forgive, and they were back, and then they had their third child, whom he believed was not his. They had a fight, parted ways. After a while, they brought us in and we filed. We tried to reconcile them. It didn't work. Then we filed the necessary processes in court. The man was somewhat responsible to the two older children whom he felt were his kids. The last child, he literally abandoned to the care and keep and love of the mother.
Probably his own kids.
For years, we were in court for about 2.5 years. The judge ordered, there was an SAN on the other side, the senior advocate was representing him. The judge ordered that a DNA test be conducted to ascertain the paternity of that second child, that last child.
No, I know this story.
The woman was very firm. Our client was very firm that, look, this is your son, but it's okay. For 6 or 7 years as at that time, you have not acted in any form as a father. I have been responsible, but I'm saying to you that this boy is yours. The DNA result came out, and lo and behold, it came out that the boy was his son. And now the man had to live with that pain of his wicked acts, of abandoning this child for years. And I'm not sure he was ever able to reconcile with that child or have a relationship with that child. So sometimes it is not all, that's why I say these are not mistakes. It is not all irregular entanglements that leads to pregnancy. I think it must be regular in most cases for you to get pregnant and then want to keep it. If it was a sleep, I heard that they said that a woman would always know who the father of her child is, even if she slept with 3 men the same hour and the same day. So if it was a sleep, she could have evacuated it early enough. Or keeping it is just to see that, okay, let's put this to test. Let's hang it here. Or out of fear for her life. But whatever informed the decision, it was selfish. Or it must have been selfish. So in this case now, you now see a different dimension of one who actually was entangled, but the child whose paternity was being disputed was actually that of the husband.
This story just, this story, Sergio, but but why was the man not willing, or why did the man not trust that the last was his own child? Because they were apart for a while?
No, because according to him, she had admitted infidelity.
Oh, okay. 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 But did he do the paternity test for the first two?
He had no doubt about the first two.
Why?
Do you want me to put him on the line so that you ask him? That would be...
No, but Sergio, no, you know why? No, but Sergio, you know why? Because you know why? Because the truth is, if somebody has admitted to infidelity, you understand, the chances... There'll be doubt. But anyway, for some reason, he actually thought... But I've heard also a story, it was everywhere, where one of these celebrities the wife had children, and he was suspecting that one was not his child. And by the time they did the paternity test for the children, the one he thought was not his child was a child. The ones he thought was, one of the ones he thought was not his child that's the one that was not his child. One or two. And that's why I was saying it was a familiar story, you know. So these things are just, but my question is, it's been happening for years, you know. I've heard stories of, you know, someone who is almost 60 and the mother was married, but he's not the father's child. Their story, so it didn't just start now.
Of course.
It didn't just start now. So, Sergio, what is the fundamental problem? What would we say is the reason why this happens?
The fundamental problem, you see, Madam Franca, if you seek, you'll find. That's what the Bible said. If you seek, you'll find. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. I do not understand personally why you would live with children over time and then you want to find out who fathered them. You look for what will damage you further. There was this story that made the round. I don't know if you heard it years back. When a man who was not in the country did a DNA test for his son. He used his father's specimen or sample. I don't know the word they use now. He used his own father. That means his son and his father's specimen were used for the test. It came out that the result came out that the father had zero relationship with that child. So by implication, he felt that, if my father's own does not match, mine will definitely not match. Then this boy is not my son.
Or he was not the son of his father.
But the wife insisted that, no, this is your son. I'm confident that this child is yours. The wife said, I did not marry your father. If we're going to run the test, you come to Nigeria and let's use your sample and your son's sample and let's see what comes out.
Good.
The guy came to Nigeria, they did the sample and discovered that him and his son matched. Now, the implication was that he is not the son of his father.
His mama still there alive.
At that point, the mother was dead. This man was already in his 50s. And then he had to do a test with his father to confirm what was obvious, that he was not his father's son. Now he's going to live the remainder of his life not knowing who his real father is, because the one who will tell him who his father is dead.
Sergio, what of the father? How did the father feel?
I want to feel. Don't hold. Nothing concern him. Now his son. Doesn't matter.
So there are a lot of things going on. Sergio, but my question is it unhappiness? What are people, there's a problem somewhere. There's something wrong. And I think a lot of people are searching for something. That's why all this is happening. Can we say, is it right to say they're searching for happiness? Or what?
Happiness, in what regard?
No, because, Tommy, why?
The philosophy.
Yes?
The philosophy of happiness is such that it cannot be searched. Neither can it be pursued externally. Everything that will make you happy is within you. No human being and nothing can give you lasting happiness. So if you're pursuing an act in the hope that you get happiness or you derive happiness from that, you will just get some kick and some high. You can't find happiness. So you must look within. It is within your completion. I mean, I don't want to go into any form of esoteric discussion here, but there is nothing external that will give you happiness. So any person that is in pursuit of those things, you're just wasting your time. So I do not believe that they are in search of happiness. However, the human nature is very adventurous. That is why I say that. But for the introduction of these contracts called marriage, humans in their default states are not, like most other animals, are not supposed to be tied through their life with one person. So it is in that quest, that crave, that drive for freedom, for liberation. I cannot, and some of them may not have experienced any other person. Some men pride themselves with, oh, I met her a virgin and she's been with me. So you are all she has known. Someday, sometime in her subconsciousness, she wants to try something else.
True.
And she could go there and try, and then she discovers that you were not as good as you thought you were. You were just scratching the surface. As someone has taken her to other clouds beyond 9.
Saju, did you see Tommy?
No, I didn't. What did he do?
You know that is it Equatorial Guinea guy that his video went rampant, that was everywhere?
Is that what he did?
He was touching his nipple.
Oh, God.
In fact, I'm done with this guy.
I was only trying to buttress his points now.
In search for what?
I was trying to buttress his point. He said, you think you're actually diving in, and apparently you're always catching the surface. So she has met Victoria.
She has met Equatorial Guinea guy. So Sergio, I get all this, and then, but how do we move past this, Tommy? Because Sergio has actually said a lot, and I'm still in shock because, in all honesty, as much as I don't want to sound like it looks like I'm trying to side the lady, but a lot of these things, I don't think people even plan for these things to happen.
Which one?
Any of these things.
Are you trying to test me? Or...
I'm not trying to test you. Calm down. I'm trying to say that there's no person in her right sense, do you understand, will give a man 3 children that is not his.
Exactly.
There's no person.
I can still say first one mistake. I can still say first one. Something happened. It happened.
Sergio, you said I should stop it.
Stop it now. Do you know that a lot of men, you see, women are harborer of unending secrets.
She knows.
Let me tell you something. Your wife could know that you're cheating, and she will keep that until your hour of weakness and strike you. The day a man knows that his wife is cheating, he will come into that house blazing like a wounded lion with that plan.
The ego has been broken.
A woman will be strategic. Through your lifetime, you will raise children, and she will be in contact with the real father of that children through your lifetime. And when time with you shall be no more, he would go to that man and say, this man will help you raise your children and reach this stage, you can't carry your picking. They have the capacity to. You know, first of all, they are nurturers. That is why we call Earth Mother Earth. You see, the much that is buried within Earth, the much that Earth holds, that will never come to the surface, is the much that a woman in her full element can hold and conceal from the world. So, through your lifetime, she can lead you into believing. She knows you will exit before her. If you are not exiting before her, she will plan your exit. It may not be through known physical hurt, but she will cause you continuous pain that will weaken your heart or your organs, and you will die before your time.
Spot on.
Sergio.
He's spot on. You women know how to do it.
So Sergio, woman will just...
Should I stop?
No,
it's
continue.
Emotional abuse.
No,
yes. Yes.
You see, it is what... That is why when I see men do some very stupid things,
like,
I'm worried. When you knowingly hurt a woman and she pulls back and she's watching, the best woman you can get is the one that stopped. The one where they shout, that one that they call nagging. She's your best of women. The one that will not say anything to you, Baba. She has mapped out 15 years plan for you.
No, but Sajo,
And by the 14th year, when you are weak, she will now reel everything that on the 4th of June 1962, this was what you did. I told you. Now, go and carry Agatha. She before it was, if you go now, if he's there, go and meet her. And by that time,
some of them they get Jonah.
No, Sajo, but that's totally unfair. And why I say this is, it is not everybody who has decided to keep quiet that is plotting. Fair, because the truth is sometimes you have nagged and complained and you're tired. So you just want to watch and see what happens. And I honestly do not
when
think
you're tired.
When you're tired, what?
Madam Franca, a woman.
When you want to say something bad, that's when you put Madam Franca. When you don't want to say anything bad, you call me Franca. When you want to say something very bad, you not put Madam Franca. So that I go see the think of the madam before I answer
A woman in her default state should speak over, I think, 15,000 words a day. A man should speak about 1,000 or less. If you're a lawyer, maybe you speak more because you earn from speaking.
If you don't talk in a while.
Now, if the woman is no longer talking, she's plotting.
Why plotting?
Or she's speaking with someone outside.
Okay.
Spot on. No woman is capable of keeping to herself. It's okay, I know we'll talk again. I know we'll talk again, I'll die. You won't die.
She's speaking to her female friend now.
Which female friend?
Those female friends are the engine room of evil.
Engine room? They're not the engine room of evil. Sajo, you are a woman. You are a god. Sajo, you are a woman.
This
Sajo,
female friends, thank God.
See this Sajo, that real woman.
Friends,
he know everything. He said that don't let them be the engine room.
But not be them.
Don't man. He said that didn't be the engine room.
Don't be them. Then they coerce the other person to do what she does.
So mind yourself.
And then they give the person some funny ideas. That one said we go sing.
He said go sing. Why body they prepare you? Sajo, you said that the engine room. Okay, continue.
At the engine room of all the evil plots.
Yes.
See, for me, what I say to guys, what I say to men is that at the end of the day, for your own mental health and for the safety of those children that you have been led to believe are yours, love them even when you suspect that they're no longer yours. Do not search for anything. How many years will we get for this earth when we won't know who we born or who we not born? Live your life.
Okay.
Raise the children as to the best of your ability. The woman will meet her Waterloo.
Okay.
She will meet her karma.
Fair. That's
in
fair.
the fullness of time.
That's fair.
Yeah. There's really no need searching, because at the end of the day, when you search, you will get hurt.
Okay.
And it could be worse than the extreme hurt you think. You may realize that you self do not feel perform anything.
Okay, Tommy, we have just 1 minute left. Tommy, you want to say something? Sajo, was an excellent
serious?
conversation. Yeah, just 1 minute. Excellent conversation. Sajo, we want to see you tomorrow. We have a very good conversation for tomorrow. So, Sajo, you're up for tomorrow. Tommy, yeah, you want to say something?
Sajo has really...
Oh, Sajo was spot on. Sajo was spot on today.
100%.
Yeah.
But it's very important that we try to be as loyal as possible.
Tommy, you don't have anything to say. The matter weak you because you didn't think plenty things now.
The story we are here today. For 3 kids.
3 kids. I know you're weak, so don't worry. You will get over it. We'll see you on Monday. By Monday you'll be okay, and then by Tuesday you'll be fine. Don't worry yourself. It's okay.
But he talk about women.
He said women.
fair person when no
Tommy
fear
is still in
woman.
shock, so we're not able to get the best out of him
Obìnrin.
today. He's a Obiri. Tommy is still in shock. Sajo has killed Tommy today, so Tommy is still in shock. We'll get the best of him.
I'm in shock, actually.
Yeah, Tommy is still in shock. Okay, so we have just about a
I
few
mean, of them,
minutes.
some people. Oh, anyway.
Yeah, you can say what you want to say.
Next time. Same time. we'll talk again.
So sorry. So please remember that you can send us email at cancel@vedaconsult.com. Okay. We have a message that just came in. Let's quickly take this message before we close for the day. I'm always saddened to hear these DNA stories because it affects so many lives. It's selfish and wickedness to withhold such info from your children and partner because it can be devastating. Deborah, spot on. Like Sajo said, there's no point searching, in all honesty. It's better, what you don't know, they say, doesn't kill you. So it's better you don't search. But if you know, say you be Maradona, you get thick skin. It's okay, So
That same time, next time.
So see you guys tomorrow. It was a very good conversation. Sajo just scat